I'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. The one and only former state senator Larry Young, WOLB. How are you, sir?
Doing well.
Good. How is this election shaping up? What role are you playing with the candidates?
The only role I'm playing is being a vehicle for the candidates to come August the 16th. They'll be here at Radio 1, all of them, to answer to questions that we'll ask of them.
These are the mayorals?
All the mayoral candidates, that's right.
And you're also doing the districts?
And right now we're doing each councilmatic district.
Okay. Any districts stand out in your mind? I mean, what about Carl Stokes? Is that going to be an interesting race?
It's going to be an interesting race.
Can he make up the ground? Is it too late?
Well, what he's going to have going for him, quite frankly, at this point, even though there's one candidate, I think her name is Ramos.
Ramos, Odette Ramos.
I've been in the district. She's certainly given him a run for the money. What he has going for him, though, is the high interest of Bernard Jack Young. Bernard will probably be carrying him. Bernard's got a lot of support there in the district, and that's going to be an asset to Carl.
Okay. Any other races?
I think the one in the 5th. People are assuming that because Ricky Specht has been there, but she hasn't had an opponent, Donnie, since 2003. I interviewed last week with some candidates, Luke Durant, Brother Lennon, and this young guy, Curtis Jones. And I'm telling you, the three of them are ready. And if they stick to what they said, she's going to have a close one.
What about Helen Holton? You got David Smallwood out there in that race, and some other people.
That's the two of them are going to go Nick and Tuck. And that one, I think, depends on which one goes with which mayoral candidate to give them the edge. I don't know how that's going to
school us. Since the last radio show a week ago, they've had the AFL-CIO endorsements.
I thought they had decided the executive committee didn't do endorsements. Did the membership come back and do endorsements?
I presume so. But that was the big deal. They gave out endorsements last week, and for instance, Warren Branch, I understand he didn't fill out the paperwork, so he didn't get an endorsement. So that 13th district over in East Baltimore leaves Shannon Sneed and Antonio Glover vying for Warren Branch's job. Then there's Bel Air Edison, which is a part of that 13th district. I'm just saying, it looks like Warren Branch might have some trouble over there.
I would be surprised.
Why? Because his brother's Talmadge?
I have a better working relationship with Warren than I do with Talmadge.
Okay, so you think Warren might prevail?
From what I know, for me to say anything at this point, since they're all coming in here, I think it's probably best I'm not commenting any further than that.
From a mayoral perspective, does this race seem anything like 1999?
What did you feel 1999 was?
I felt we had confusion in our community, and we couldn't make our mind up, and Martin O'Malley came in with a pretty smile and his charm, and black women fell for it.
Okay. Some of that you're pulling back and reminding me is true. If you're trying to say, does that mean Jody Landers has a chance? Jody Landers certainly does have a chance. The question is, will any of these candidates have the resources to match the $1.6 million that's in the mayor's treasury?
And that money will go, no doubt, to television commercials and mailers?
You got it. In fact, mailing, I understand, 12 more pieces to every voter in the city of Baltimore over the next 8 weeks.
Okay. Any predictions?
I think it's going to be close despite the money for mayor. I think Bernard Jack Young easily wins, the controller easily wins. The thing for some of us who like politics, look at about 4 or 5 councilmatic elections, get involved, or just stay actively listening to what they say when they say what they say.
I'm glad we have you here on the front lines to keep us informed.
There you go, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The one and only LY. Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.